Hi there, David Bellman here, host of YG Workshop, and I am joined by Mandy Lutz, Customer Experience Manager for Pella Windows and Doors. How you doing today, Mandy?
I'm good, thank you.
Well, thank you for being here today. So before we get started, just tell me a little bit about what a Customer Experience Manager does for Pella and how long you've been with the company.
Sure. Well, I've been with the company for, it's going on 17 years now. I started as a service coordinator, so I've been with service my entire career with Pella. From there, I became the service manager, and then in the last few years, I have the opportunity now to work with our showrooms and our trade support team as well.
So today we're going to be talking about common service tips for homes. And obviously, when people buy a home or live in a home for a while, there's always situations that come up, especially as it pertains to windows and doors. And just talk a little bit about how to help with those situations. Mm-hmm. Okay, perfect. So we're getting into the fall and winter seasons right now. And what are some of the most common tasks that homeowners can do to prepare their home for the winter season?
Sure. Well, some things to do now, especially as we start getting into the cooler months, and we know living in Wisconsin, we have some cold winters. Check your windows and your doors. Check the weather stripping around them. Check to make sure that they're sealing tight. One of the things that customers can do is to close a dollar bill in their sash, between the sash and the frame. If you can pull it out, then maybe give us a call and we'll check out the weather stripping or possibly do some adjusting. But when you go into those colder months, to help with some of the preparation for it is just making sure that you're able to see that they're all sealing tightly.
Okay, because I would imagine if the window or door is a little bit loose, you're going to get a lot of air infiltration there. And then, of course, that's money going out the window, literally.
Yep.
Okay. So what's the most common challenges that homeowners face these days or in these upcoming months?
Condensation. Condensation is always a topic during the colder months for customers across the board.
Okay, so what specifically is condensation in a home for those that don't know?
Well, condensation is when warm, moist air contacts the cooler surface, such as your window glass. You may see that water appear on the room side of your windows and doors. And this will happen when the temperature is at or below dew point, meaning the moisture in your home is too high for the cold temperatures outside.
So it's a lot like when you've got a cold can of soda outside, yes, right, in summer.
Perfect
and you get
analogy.
That,
yep.
Okay. And so it's that cooler air hitting the glass, right, and then causing the water droplets?
Yep.
Okay. So what specifically causes the humidity in the home, though?
Really everyday living, taking showers, baths, cooking, washing dishes, doing your laundry, and believe it or not, even our animals' water bowls and our own breathing can bring extra moisture into the home.
Absolutely, and these homes these days are so airtight compared to where they used to be, so has that exacerbated the problem even more?
Yeah, and I think so, and I think what's important for customers to understand is because your window is working so well and the home is sealed so tight, it's just not letting that moisture out, so it does create more of that condensation.
And we've noticed too that like homes with larger families tend to have more humidity in their homes, and that's just because more people breathing and using the water and everything.
For sure.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so knowing that we create a lot of humidity in these homes, how do we eliminate it so we don't have that problem?
Well, unfortunately, we'll never fully eliminate the humidity within our homes, but there are some steps that we can take to lower that level, starting with seeing where that moisture level is at in your home. And you can go to any hardware store and get a hygrometer to try to figure out where that level is at. And then from there, you can start trying to control that humidity.
Okay, so do you have an approximate, like what level should the home be at?
Well, for example, if it is 0 to 10 degrees outside, if that's what our temperature is outside, you definitely don't want your moisture level to be above 30% inside. So using that, and as a rule of thumb, I would say the colder it is outside, the less humidity you want inside.
Okay. So sometimes what happens with homes is that you get, maybe one window that has a lot of condensation on it, and maybe in the other part of the room, it doesn't have condensation. Why does that occur?
Many reasons. There's so many factors that contribute to this. Air circulation within the home, or even room to room, varying room temperatures, where your air register is located, the window size, window coverings, the direction the sun is hitting, and even which direction the wind is coming from.
So just when you get a call like that from a homeowner and I've got condensation on their windows, do you guys kind of walk through that first? Because obviously, I don't think people understand all those different factors that,
Yep.
that can happen.
Yep, we definitely try to. We walk them through what can cause it, because so many things can cause it. We'll walk them through running, some tips, running your ceiling fan, running a small fan around, using your vents a little bit longer in your bathroom or kitchen. And then we also have condensation packets that we'll send out with our service technicians on the road, as well as mailing them out to our customers.
Okay, so what happens in the situation where maybe your humidity is at the right level, but you're still getting that water on your windows?
Great question, and this can still happen. We can still see the windows or the moisture form on the windows, even if it seems that it's within the recommended levels. We've talked about the humidity level in the home and how to control that environment to help reduce the moisture, but there's still several tips to try to help that water from forming on the windows, such as, like I had said a little earlier, running a ceiling fan or a small fan. You can run a dehumidifier. Removing any inside screens and blinds and drapery so that you can get the air to circulate towards that window is a big.
I think that's a big one, because a lot of people are using like the room darkening shades and they have them closed all the time, and then that just creates an area where that moisture gets trapped, correct?
Definitely.
And one other thing that I think happens with windows is that air moves up and down, right? So warm air rises.
Yep.
Air does not normally move side to side, correct? So is that why running the fan helps, then it blows the warm air against the glass?
Absolutely. If you have ceiling fans in your rooms, it's highly encouraged to use those. It just helps to keep that flow going through the window. And if you don't have a ceiling fan, totally fine. Use an oscillating fan, or even point the small box fan towards those windows that are experiencing the problems.
Okay, any other advice for people that are having trouble with condensation?
No, I mean, listen, it can be so frustrating for customers, and we understand that. You move into a new home, or maybe it's an older home too, and you're seeing that condensation, but give us a call. We can help you through that. Knowing and understanding condensation is only going to better your outcome for eliminating it.
And that's exactly why you want to use a Pella professional, so that they can help you through those situations. And of course, you create such a great product that solves a lot of those issues before you even have them in your home.
Yep.
All right. Well, thank you for coming in today,
Thanks
Mandy.
for having me.